everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Cupid, if you don't already know. We are about to get into a requested reading for the day, okay? But before we get in, I do want to say that if you have any questions or reading ideas that you want me to do, just drop them in the comment section. I will honor all requests unless it's just out of pocket, but I will honor every request. Anyway, let's just get into the groups, okay? So the reading we're doing is going to be, when will they speak up? Like, you know, what's the dealio? So we're going to get into it. This reading is for anybody you think of. It is going to be more relationship based. I can already see that, but it doesn't have to be relationship based for you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't really have to be, the person you're inquiring about doesn't have to be romantic interest. I'm just putting it out there because the request was for romantic interest, okay? So just keep that in mind, but your person doesn't have to be romantic. This can be for soulmate, twin flame, an ex, somebody you're currently with. It really does not matter. But I am going to be picking up on whatever comes through. Y'all already know how I go. So anyway, let's get into the groups. Let's get into the groups. So group 1, we're going to have the clear quartz here, clear crystal. Group 2, we're going to have a seashell, okay? And then group 3, we're going to have this silver key, right? Just put the key in and turn it. I love this little key. Anyway, before I get into the readings though, I am noticing that every single one of these items is like looking towards this way. And I know they're looking towards the right, but like their right is probably, like if these items are facing me, then their right, or my right, is their left. But anyway, the point I'm making is that when I noticed that they were all looking in one direction, I heard to the left, you know, like Beyonce. And so I feel like for one of you or some of you, this relationship's over. Whatever you're talking about is over. Whatever you want to know about is over. This person, either they're no good or y'all are no good together. But we'll figure out who. It could be one of y'all, a few of y'all, all of y'all. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to put that out there. To the left, to the left. So anyway, all timestamps for each group are in the description box below. I will see you at your readings. Hi, group 1. You have chosen the clear quartz, okay? Will your person speak out? Will your person speak up? Or speak out? Okay? I'm already getting that for some of you. You and this person are in contact, right? But the communication is off. Okay, there's off communication. This could be a blocked throat chakra. It's like somebody can't, or somebody's having a hard time in this connection, which is, I mean, you're asking about your person, right? So we're going to assume it's them, but it could also be you. But maybe it's not. It's your person, right? Let's just go with it's your person. And you already know energy is fluid. So if you feel like I start describing you or something, then just apply the energy as they resonate. But this person, I'm already feeling that they have a lot to say. And with this clear quartz, you know it. You can see things. It's like you're the one who's very clear. You can see them very clearly. And they don't really like that, right? There's something about that that unnerves them. But it's like because you see them clearly, they want to speak up, but I feel like they have a hard time being exposed. They feel strange, or they have a hard time being exposed with this clear quartz here, you know, being seen and heard. Maybe they're not often heard, or maybe they are not often seen as they are, or they have an issue with perception, their perception of others, or their perception of self, or your perception of them. It's getting into some little, right? I'm channeling, or I'm just making just being presumptuous, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all ignore that little bit of self-doubt. But anyway, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to shuffle out your cards, and I will catch you on the flip. Group 1. Will your person speak up? So when I picked up this deck here, like when I picked it up from here, at the bottom of the deck was yes. So yes, this person is going to speak up. I feel like it's a matter of time, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, and then we also have time. Okay, this is your advice, so I'm gonna get into it, but not quite yet. But I feel like it's a matter of time, right? Which means don't do anything, don't say anything to them, don't push anything. They're gonna make themselves heard eventually, but I will say this. So let's just get into the cards, and it'll make more sense. So we have the Sun, 5 of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Cups. So I'm feeling like this person definitely wants to take a chance with you. Maybe you just met, or maybe you haven't just met, but you just recently started like entertaining the idea of dating or something like that, right? So either way, this is fresh, this is new. I don't see somebody that you dated before. I don't see an ex. However, what I'm seeing with these 3 cards right now is that this person kind of has to hit rock bottom. For some of you, this person is going to hit rock bottom first, or this person is going to, either way, this person has to come to some type of realization or some wake-up call or some type of epiphany. I'm getting like the Sun here to me is like an epiphany. I'm seeing this in 2 ways. So the Sun is already coming out as like their mental state right now, right? This is somebody who could be really immature. This is somebody maybe blinded by their youth, or blinded by this specific time in their life, right? So for some of you, this person is young, okay? Like, and I feel like there's a part of them with the Sun here that has a lot of optimism for the future, or just has goals that they feel like they know they're gonna achieve, right? Or they have or they are somebody who has a bright future, right? I'm getting that. There's somebody with a bright future. But I'm also seeing, because you have 2 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody who is conflicted, right? So even though they have this bright future, even though there is a bit of optimism behind the actions that they take, underneath it all, this is somebody who is very hesitant to make decisions with the 2 of Wands. And it's because although they have this optimism, they're not currently satisfied, right? The Two of Wands to me is that this person is not currently satisfied. This person wants more, but they are settling for what they already know here with this wand, right? Because this wand is bolted to the ground, and this one is up, and they have the world in their hand, and they're facing this way, right? So this person, there's a lot that they want for their future, but there is a sense here of them feeling stuck where they are in some sense, right? Whether this is a home life, family life, job, there's something else that is a bit more stable or a bit more predictable that they are holding on to or have been holding on to, okay? So although they are young and they have a bright future ahead is what I'm getting, they have a hard time taking risk is what I'm seeing here. They have a hard time taking risks. This is somebody who, they could be a fixed sign, which is like Taurus, Leo, shoot, I don't really know the zodiacs like that. I promise guys, I'm going to try and learn more astrology just for myself. But I'm not a big astrology person. I like pictures and symbols. So, hold on, let me take a sip of my tea. Yeah, so this person, they have a hard time taking leaps of faith is what I'm getting. But with this Five of Pentacles here, this person, they're going to have this wake-up call where they realize, I'm not actually getting what I want. Right? Things might be a little easier with the sun here, right? Things might, let me turn that down. Things might feel easier or more, predictable. They can kind of like get lost in the sauce here in the sun card. But it's like when they really sit down and look at it, they're not really happy. Okay? They're not really satisfied. They're actually pretty restless, but they don't really know how to go about it. But to go from the Sun to the Five of Pentacles to this Ace of Cups, what I'm getting is that this person is going to speak up when they have this wake-up call to the fact that they actually do want more, right? It's kind of like, you know how people say it's more expensive to be poor? This is kind of like, I feel like that applies a lot to your mindset as well, right? When you have a poor mindset, when you have a lack mentality, when you have a scarcity mentality where there's never enough, or I'm never going to be good enough, or these things don't work out, or I could be better. If you always have this mindset that things aren't good enough, or you're just settling because you don't think such and such can work in the future, or you don't know how to take risk, and every time an opportunity, right, presents itself, which is what a risk is an opportunity, you already counted out. In the end, it pays more to have that lack mentality, because now you're wasting time doing things you don't want to do. Which, is it a waste? That's for you to decide. But now you're spending time doing what you don't want to do when you could have spent time pursuing something that was more interesting to you, right? And so I feel like this person is going to have a wake-up call to the fact that they're not, like, they may be comfortable, but they could be happier, right? Is what I'm getting, right? This is somebody comfortable. That's what I'm getting more than, they're comfortable. However they've been doing things, they're comfortable with it. But it keeps them unsatisfied. And it's like they're going to have this wake-up call that me constantly being unsatisfied with what I'm doing, or dissatisfied with what I'm doing, it's not making me happy, right? Five of Pentacles here. I'm not happy, okay? I'm settling. They're going to realize, I'm settling. I'm settling for, and we're going to get to that in a minute, but it does have to do with maybe what they feel already works, right? There's something that they're doing that they feel already works, or there's this illusion that it works. And it keeps them, I feel like it keeps them kind of like, there's an illusion around them. If there's an illusion of satisfaction, is what I'm getting, right? On the surface with the sun, everything looks good. Everything feels good, right? You know, it's sunny, but you see he's like a baby. He's a baby and he's riding a horse. So it's like, I feel like there's something else carrying this happiness, or there's something else here that this person is dependent on for this illusion of happiness, right? Or this illusion of satisfaction, but they don't feel like they actually have what they want, right? There's something here where they don't actually feel like they have what they want, or what they have is not really what they fought for, right? This Ace of Cups, to me, coming out, so I feel like after this wake-up call that they have, that they're actually not satisfied, that they're kind of just settling. Oh, Leo, right? The sun, Leo is a fixed sign. So we got Taurus, Leo, or maybe I had already said Leo. I don't know. I forgot. What are the fixed signs? So, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, I don't know, is Scorpio a fixed sign? I can't remember. Maybe Scorpio is fixed. Okay. So anyway, they're going to have to go through this wake-up call where they realize, wait, I'm settling. Because what I'm getting with this Five of Pentacles is a settling energy. And I feel like they're going to realize that the more they settle and the more that they continue to not do what feels right, or the more they continue to avoid taking risks, the more they continue to talk themselves down from trying new things, the less happy they are and the less they have, right? They're going to start realizing, like, I don't gain if I don't pursue. I don't gain if I don't take risks. You know what I'm saying? But this Ace of Cups is coming through. This is going to be them realizing that, to me, the Ace of Cups is going to be them choosing to take a risk. This could be a love offer, you know. This could be them asking you on a date. This could be just them opening up about their feelings a bit more. But what I'm really feeling here is that this person, you know, I did not even start my timer. But anyway, it's cool. I'm not going to beat myself up about that. But yeah, with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like this person, for one, I feel like they are going to tap into their emotions more. I think that's a big thing here. This person feels a bit disconnected from their emotions, right? Because in the Time card for advice, this is a sailboat. But this sailboat has kind of been like discarded on land, and it has been taken over by vegetation. And so I feel like this person, they may have had a habit in the past of like disregarding their emotional side, or not really putting any value into emotions, or not seeing emotions as valuable or whatever. And they have allowed this logical perspective to overcome who they are, to the point where they stay stuck in the lack mentality because they're just being too rigid. I feel like somebody being too rigid, right? Because like when I said, this wand is bolted to the ground, right? And so this person might have a habit of only picking things that they know, only choosing things that are already stable, and only choosing things that they don't, you know, things that make them feel safe, right? Even though on the inside there's something so much more, because even look, behind him is this earth, but looking towards this other wand, there's a body of water here. And so this person is afraid to swim, is what I'm getting. This person's afraid to swim. This person is afraid to touch water because they don't know if they're going to sink or not. They don't know. I remember I was talking to my brother a couple weeks ago, and he said, I'm not afraid to swim in the ocean. We weren't talking about swimming in the ocean literally. We were just, we were talking about, philosophical stuff. But he said, I'm not afraid to swim in the ocean And so this person is like, they want to take a dive, they want to take a dip, but they are afraid to swim. And I do feel like it has to do with how this person is being supported currently. They're currently being supported by someone or something that they feel safe behind, and that gives them the freedom with the Sun card to kind of pretend to be happy, right? They're safe enough to kind of like pretend like everything's cool, but on the inside they are restless. So we also got, like I said, 1, 2, 3, mom knows best, and excuses. Okay, so like I said, with the 1, 2, 3, it's a matter of time, but more than anything, it's about the steps that this person has to take to get there. So you could say this is about divine timing, but if you want, but more than anything, the important thing to know is that this person has to go through the proper steps to realize that they have to change. So you can't really rush anybody's growth. Growth is not linear, and it's not a race. So it's like we all have to journey through our own rabbit holes to get back home. There's no rubric, there's no map. It's just you are finding your way back home through the rabbit hole. And so, yes, this person's going to speak up, but it's going to be when they get to that point where they realize, I'm not doing things that are going to make me happy. I'm doing things that are going to make me feel safe. And that is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When you do things that make you happy, you take the risk towards things that you want. Okay? But when you are afraid of taking risks, you will always you'll always end up continuing to choose the things that you've already chosen in the past or were already chosen for you, just so that you can feel safe, just so you can run from the consequences of having made choices. But see, you can't escape consequence, right? Because if you don't make a choice for your life, guess what? Somebody else or something else will make a choice for your life. And now you have to deal with those consequences. And let me tell you, those consequences hurt a lot more. They hurt a lot deeper because you didn't choose it. You're going to be a lot more pissed off or a lot more upset because it's like, damn, I'm dealing with the consequences of a choice somebody else made. I didn't even really want this, but now I have to deal with these consequences. So the thing is, like I said, you don't escape consequence. But a lot of times when people refuse to make choices, it's because they're trying to avoid consequences of their own actions, right? They want to feel safe. But the thing is, no one's safe. No one's safe. You have this illusion of safety, but really you're at somebody else's mercy, okay? So, like I said, with this mom knows best, I feel like I said, with this person being carried by this horse and the Sun card, this person, they have someone in their life, or they have an institution in their life, or they have a structure. There's something else that's keeping them comfortable or holding them up or providing a type of structure that they live through. And I feel like this person is kind of like letting this outside influence guide their life decisions, okay? With the excuses here, I feel like this person doesn't even really know what they want. Like, this person doesn't really know what they want. When I hear these excuses, to me, this person, they parrot a lot of what this other institution tells them, right? So it could be a literal mom, right? It could be somebody's mom. It could be somebody's dad. It could be somebody's boss. It could be somebody's friends. It could be their religion, their culture. It doesn't matter. Whatever this institution is that they are falling back on, all they're doing is continuing to parrot these things that are supposed to happen, right? You know, the institution says if you go to college, you're going to get a high-paying job. So this person's like, well, I'm going to go to college and get a high-paying job, right? And I don't see not understanding, but literally ignoring the fact that they are in college or they went to college and they're still making $15 an hour. They're still parroting the excuse or the lies or the belief, even though it's not playing out in reality for them. You know, they're going to keep telling themselves these excuses until, like I said, they hit that brick wall or they hit that rock bottom, or however their epiphany comes through. They're going to keep parroting these excuses until they have their wake-up call and they realize nothing I'm saying and nothing I'm doing is getting me to what I want. In fact, I'm getting further and further away from what I want. Because let me tell you, everything moves. Everything moves. Even what you want is moving. Right? It's like those games where you have to hit the target, but the target's like moving back and forth. Okay. So you can stay where you're at. Right? You can be the one that's bolted to the ground. But guess what? That target you want, it's moving. And so this person is like, dang, I keep thinking that if I just stay put, it's going to come to me. But now I'm staying put and just watching it get further and further away. You know? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have ego. And then right underneath here, anticipate the impact of your actions. Oh, but literally right underneath it says, fortune favors the bold. Okay? So this person is going to start realizing, hey, my ego, which is usually your ego, is usually what tries to keep you feeling safe, right? Your ego wants you to feel safe. Your ego doesn't want you to be challenged, okay? Your ego wants you to always be on top, or at least feel on top, right? Your ego wants to feel sheltered, okay? And so this person, they're going to get to a point where they realize, like, damn, I'm the one holding me back. I'm the one keeping me from getting what I want because I won't just jump off the cliff. I'm over here holding on to this institution. They ain't got me one thing I wanted. The whole time I'm paying respects to this institution. The whole time I'm abiding by this institution, and I'm following the rules. Yeah, so basically, guys, because my camera cut off. See, this is what happens when you don't put on a timer. But yeah, so basically this person, they're going to realize that the only way things are going to change for them is if they start taking risks. Is if they start doing shit they ain't never done. You know what I'm saying? If you want shit you ain't never got before, right? If you want shit you don't have, if you want outcomes that you ain't experience, that means you have to do things differently. You have to do things you've never done before. That's the only way you're going to get the things that you've never had before, is if you do things you ain't ever done before. So your overall advice, we do have time here, and then we have changes at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, and then right under here we have mistrust. Okay? So this person, I feel like both of you have challenges with trusting others, maybe trusting the outcome. But I feel like this situation is going to change over time, right? Allow time. Your advice is to allow time to change this person's perspective and how they see the world. You see this person here, and then like these planets, or at least that's how I think they're planets. And so it's like this person needs time to see their world different, because right now the way they see the world is that they see the world as this big scary place, and this would be the emotional world as well. Like they see that as this big scary unknown place, and they don't really know how to go about it. But they're not realizing right now that they're kind of out of place. Like I said, this boat here, they're gonna start realizing, like, I'm not happy because I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or because I'm not doing what I really feel called to do, and I feel out of balance, I feel out of touch. Like I said, this person, they really do need to tap into their emotional side. And so maybe this is the advice for both of y'all, you know, especially if this is like a twin flame or soulmate situation, because, you know, mirroring comes through in those connections. Or I feel like in all connections we mirror each other, or there is mirroring that happens. And so regardless, allow time to change perspective, because right now this perspective is stuck in the ego, and they have to see for themselves that only they are holding them back. Only they are making them unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's all I have for you today, Group 1. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then subscribe and ring that notification bell. Bye! Hi, Group 2. You have chosen the seashell. Thank you for choosing the seashell, Group 2. I did a little channeling for Group 1, but your person, I feel like this is a really stubborn energy, okay? With the seashell here. This is somebody really stubborn. This is somebody weathered. They could be jaded. I'm hearing pride open, so this person doesn't like to be pride open. They don't like being forced to communicate. But I feel like this person, they could be very specific with their words. So maybe they're better off writing things down. Maybe they do write. This person only likes to open up when they want to. Like, they don't really want people to force them to be open. I feel like they have experienced maybe some trauma in the past from being forced to communicate. So I do get some, like I said, jaded energy, trust, like they have issues with trust perhaps, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to shuffle the cards and then we'll be right back. Alright, Group 2. So, already I feel like your person that you're inquiring about, they're not going to open up to you. They're not going to speak up. As soon as I looked at the clock, it said 14:44. And we have the Four of Pentacles out here. So this person, they're closed up. They're like a clam. They are closed up, okay? But we'll get into it, alright? So we have the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So with the Hierophant here, I heard higher power, right? So this person, if they open up to anybody, they've opened up to God. They've opened up to whatever they believe in, whatever spiritual practice they have, artistic practice, but regardless, they have given it over to the universe, right? I feel like they have been very honest about how they feel to themselves and to whatever or whoever they give their energy to, but it won't be you, okay? I'm also hearing with the Hierophant, this is out of your hands, okay? Yeah, like they gave it up to a higher power. This person is not really interested anymore. They don't really have anything to say about this at all. And I do feel like it has a lot to do with there's a forceful energy that's present in this connection, but we'll get into that. So with the Nine of Cups, like I said, this person, they want to hold all their cups to their chest. Whatever feelings they had, whatever feelings they have now, they feel, it's almost like they just don't feel like it's worth it for them, right? So maybe in the past, one or both of you kind of lost yourselves in this connection, or maybe it was toxic, or maybe it was unstable for whatever reason. And I feel like this is them kind of feeling like they are a lot safer if they just keep whatever they got going on to themselves. It's almost like they just, like I said, they don't feel like it's really worth it to open up. If anything, they feel like they would lose more with the Four of Pentacles here, right? This is a very like frugal energy. Like they feel like, you know what, I'm better off if I hold everything close to my chest, right? Like even in this Nine of Cups card, his arms are crossed over his chest. Four of Pentacles, this person's holding their pentacle on their chest. So this person, they just feel like this is the best option for them to just stay closed up. They really didn't even want me to get into their energy at all. Like pulling the cards, they were not trying to, you know, they really didn't want me to give advice to you. Like, and when the advice that finally came out is basically like, get the hell on. Like they are not, this person does not want you to control them. And that's what they feel. They feel like when they open up to you, or they feel like if they do, it makes room for you to control them. And I feel like maybe you didn't realize that you were being controlling or aggressive or, you know, overly assertive. But it's like, I just feel like you guys don't see eye to eye. But there's this energy of like pushing it, right? This Five of Swords wanted to come out, you know? So there's this energy of like having pushed something and pushed it to the point where they don't even want to find a common ground. They don't even really they don't want to figure this out, okay? Like to them, it's like better to just walk away. Because the Five of Swords is like somebody who won, but they didn't really win anything, right? Or everybody walking away. But you see, no, this person, they're still holding these swords. But it looks like this person, they dropped their swords. They said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not fighting for this. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. So maybe you guys have had many arguments or many disagreements. But it's like for them, they just don't want to talk. Maybe you have been trying to talk to them. Maybe you've been consistently trying to talk to them, and they are like over it. They are over it. They just want you to just like leave them alone. Like don't message them. And maybe for some of you, they've already blocked you. But I feel like for some of you, they don't even want to block you. They don't want to block you on nothing. But they don't want to have to. And that's what it's feeling like. It's like they feel like if you keep trying to force them to talk, or force them to make up, or force them to do whatever, they're going to have to just block you out completely because it makes them uncomfortable. I feel like you have tried with this person to get them to open up. And like to them, it's not even really that they have a problem opening up. It's just more so like they don't want to open up to anybody. Like I said with the seashell, this person, they have trauma, you know, from either being forced to open up by people, or when they have, you know, certain things happening that makes them regret it. And so from their perspective, let me check my cam. Okay. From their perspective, it's just like, I'm not doing that no more. As soon as I feel like it's not cool, it's not safe, I'm not going to entertain it. You know what I'm saying? And so something's happened here in this connection where they feel like there's no reason for them to keep trying to make this work when they feel like you're not even really like giving them the chance to. It's like you're not really giving them the chance to be open to you, right? They feel like you're not giving them the chance to slowly come undone, and that's what's pushing them. For some of you, that's what's pushing them away. For others of you, there was a reaction or something that happened that made them kind of retreat a bit, but it's like how you responded. Some of you responded to them retreating in an aggressive way, like pushing, and that turned them off a lot. So at the bottom of the deck here, we have the World, right? And then the Ten of Pentacles underneath. So this person, like, for them, they're focused on other things. They've decided that they're just going to put this in the past. And for a lot of y'all, this person's focusing on their money. They're focused on their job, their stability, their home life. With the World here, this is like the end of a cycle for them, but also like a new beginning, right? This person decides to just step through the portal and let this go. And it's like hopeful. Like they're hoping. It's like they feel like the light is at the end of the tunnel as far as this situation goes. And so they're just not, they don't feel the need to keep doing this because it hasn't made them feel happy or safe, and they feel like there's just so much better for them if they just move forward. We have 555, right? And so that's resonating with this 5 of Swords here, right? This connection to them is just nothing but conflict, arguments, disagreements. There's no common ground. Then we have no more. Okay, so this person, I feel like they've tried to be open with you. You know, they've tried to be open with you, and they've tried to work things out with you. But now they're, like I said, they kind of are like at wit's end. They just don't see what's the point of continuing to try and like make this work, when to them it's too stressful. Like, I feel like this is somebody who probably just wants to, this is somebody who doesn't really like to argue. This is somebody who doesn't like constant conflict. They don't like constant drama. And I feel like this has kind of exhausted them. Like, they feel exhausted. They feel like there's so much pressure, and they don't really want that, right? They would rather, because the thing is, they have feelings with the 9 of Cups. They have feelings, but they hold them close to their chest, and they don't feel obligated to expose themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something they don't feel obligated to expose themselves. To you, they might seem selfish, right? To you, they might seem selfish. They might come off arrogant. For some of you, they might come off just like really like nonchalant. But it's like, it's not that they don't have feelings. It's just that they don't want to hurt themselves unnecessarily. You know, this is somebody who has to reveal themselves over time. And then we have Tyrant here. And I feel like this is relating to both of you. So in their mind, they feel like you're being tyrannical. They feel like you're trying to force things. They feel like you're kind of trying to control the connection, is what I'm getting. But then at the same time, on your end, or maybe not even on your end, but inside of them, they, in a lot of ways, want to control this as well, right? That's part of why they are so stubborn, and part of why they take so long to open up is because they also want to control the situation. And so I'm not saying that either of you are right or wrong here, but it's kind of like basically your persistence has butt heads with this person's need to their need to take things slow as far as emotional vulnerability, right? They want to control, you know, when and how and what. And you also want to control when and how and what. But the topic on the table is their feelings. And so in a lot of ways, like, I would say they're more right than you are, because when it comes to their feelings, they need to be the one to decide when to open up. But at the same time, I will say that this person, they might come to a point where they realize, like, you can't just be distant and then get upset because people get tired of it. You know what I mean? But hey, to each their own. But they do feel like because you've pushed, they don't feel interested anymore. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if anything, they feel like annoyed, and maybe for some of you pissed off. We have manifestation is a passive act. And so I feel like this person, yeah. And then underneath here we had hot and sexy, and then we had talk underneath, but they were both reversed. So it's like, because you were not passive, right? Manifestation is a passive act. So I feel like this is like about them kind of wanting this situation to be more organic, come about more organic, happen on its own, like the revealing of self and that vulnerability, like they wanted that to happen on its own. And it's like, because you weren't quote unquote passive about it, it really did turn them off. Like hot and sexy is at the bottom of the deck, and then talk, I mean not at the bottom, but hot and sexy was reversed, and then talk was also reversed. So this person is like, they don't want to talk, and they don't find you attractive anymore. And I don't want that to hurt your feelings, because it doesn't mean you're not attractive. It just means that they've been turned off. Like, they don't feel that attraction anymore. And it's because, high key, their main feelings of you at this time are that of annoyance and frustration, and that is overshadowing everything. Like, that is overshadowing the attraction that they had for you initially. And for some of you, maybe you didn't necessarily force them to open up, right? Maybe you didn't necessarily force them to talk about their feelings or anything like that. Maybe it's just about the relationship in general, or the connection in general, where there was this forcing things to happen, or trying to pressure people to do stuff, or just like trying to control the connection in whatever way that you were doing that. I feel like it's going to be different for everybody. But because there was all this forceful energy of trying to control and direct and dictate how this goes, it's made them feel more than anything just kind of like bummed out, drained, and annoyed. Like, not even stressed. I feel like this is more like they are annoyed and they are drained. And so now they have gone back inward and they said, you know what, I'm going to hold my cups and I'm going to hold my coins to my chest. I'm not going to give nobody nothing. I'm walking away. I'm not arguing. I'm not talking. I just want to focus on me. I just want to focus on my new beginning and getting my money where it needs to be. I feel like this person is really focused on their place in the world, right? Their financial stability, their emotional stability, just overall themselves, right? This person with the Hierophant, like I said, this person, they're focusing on just their development, their spiritual, mental, physical development. How can they be better? That's why they left it in God's hands, and they've opened up to God, but they're not going to open up to you because they don't see a point. They don't feel like this is even, they don't even think this is for them. So there's no point to them to open up to you. So I'd hope that wasn't too harsh, but your overall advice, like I said, you have the Society here, and then you have Travel at the bottom of the deck. And so your advice, Society overall is about understanding that people come and people go. So we meet people over time, but that doesn't mean that you're going to end up with every person that you meet, or even if that every person you meet is going to be around for a long time. Sometimes people are around for like a season, right? People are like a season. So this is kind of like letting go of connections and allowing people to flow in and flow out. That doesn't mean like let a person literally come in and out of your life at will, but it's like if a connection comes through and it feels good, then enjoy it. But then if it ends, let it go. Another one will come along. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's permanent, and we really can't predict that people are going to stick around. We can't force people to stick around. It's like, just be open. Be open to the journey of seeing how open to the journey of allowing your connections to play out as they are going to play out, right? You cannot just decide, oh, it's going to work, or oh, it's not going to work, and then, expect things to flow. No. If you already go into a situation and you say, it's not going to work, well, then guess what? Now it's not. If you go into a situation and you're going to it's definitely going to work, well then, it's hard to explain, but it's like, you're not giving things a chance to do what they're going to do, right? In both scenarios, when you say something's not going to work, you're not giving it a chance to work. If you say something's definitely going to work, all right, that's great and all, be optimistic, but leave room for it to not work. You can't just, when you first meet somebody, there's no way, zero way to tell if it's going to be a long-lasting connection or not. Like I said, bottom of the deck, we have Travel. So, like I said, this is about just like getting out of your comfort zone and also move away from this situation, right? Be open to more. This is a journey. Explore, okay? This person's not opening up, fine. It's over. Move on. Like I said, I don't want to be harsh, but it's like, hey, let them go. Because it's only going to hurt them more, and it's only going to hurt you more if you keep trying to press and press and press and press. Because that's not how you build love and attraction anyway. That's how you repel. That's how you repel people from being in your life, when you keep pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them go with love. If you hurt them, just be like, tell God, I'm sorry. You don't even got to tell them you're sorry. Tell God, I'm sorry. I fucked up. And I want to be a better person. I want to be a better person for the next connection that comes along. And then just keep it pushing. Okay? Just learn and grow. And send this person a little love, but you don't got to keep them in your thoughts. Like, don't keep thinking about them and hoping they're okay. And I'm, literally let go of the remorse. We're not perfect. Okay? You can't make it better by begging and saying, I'm going to be better, I'm going to be better, I promise, I promise, I promise. Because at this point, they don't care. Like, it's done. Just be better for the next person. Be better for you the next time. Okay? That's all you need to do. So anyway, that's all I have for today, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then subscribe and ring that notification bell. Bye! Hey, group 3. You have chosen the silver key. Turn it. So, your person, the person you're thinking about, I feel like this is the group where it really is, it's like this is it depends, right? Are they going to speak up? It depends. I feel like this also depends a lot on what you do, but we're going to get into it, group 3. Let me go ahead and shuffle your cards, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, group 3. So I do feel like your group is a bit more straightforward than the other groups. Are they going to speak up to you? I feel like the answer, I feel like what it really is this person wants you to speak up. Okay. Okay, I'm getting 2 things. So for some of you, this person is waiting for you to speak up. And for others of you, this person is waiting on something else outside of the connection before they can approach you and say anything about anything. Okay? But let's get into it. So we have the 10 of Wands here, the 2 of Wands, and then the 3 of Wands, right? So this person, there is some work being put in behind the scenes. I feel like with this 10 of Wands here, I feel like this person has been putting in a lot of work. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting for some of you, this person has been trying to manifest you. That's going to resonate for somebody. But this person has been trying to manifest you with this 10 of Wands and then the 2 of Wands. All right? For others of you, there's something else in this person's life that they have been working on. And it has left them in a state of kind of like waiting for that to work itself out. But this 3 of Wands here, to me, this is about just moving forward in general. So some of them might reach out to you, but I really, like, some of them might reach out to you once whatever this is done, or they feel like it's the right time, right? For others of you, they really are waiting for you to approach them, right? It's one or the other, okay? Now, if they're waiting for something else to play out, it might be like a money thing or a work thing. We have 7 of Pentacles and then 7 of Cups right underneath here. So some of them like are waiting for something to come to fruition. They're waiting for some ships to come in. They could be waiting to see how something else works itself out. Maybe they're in another connection, or maybe this is work related, like job, career related. For some of them, this could be just, I don't know, like there's something here with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this is a group where it really is going to be a little different for everybody. But for some of y'all, this person is like, they're waiting for something else to work itself out to approach you, because they might feel like they don't have anything to offer quite yet, right? Because you see right here, this person, it's like all this work, right? And then this person has like no wands, and now this person is like moving forward with 3 wands, right? So this person is like waiting for them. They could be waiting to have something to give you, okay? Now, if they're not waiting for you to, if they're not waiting to have something to give you, they are waiting for you to approach them with an offer, right? And they are manifesting this. I don't even know which one I want to talk about more, because I feel like it's coming through in all the cards, both scenarios. So down here we have perfect timing. We have more flies with honey and start over. So either way, this person wants a new start with you for show, right? This person literally wants to have a talk about starting over, right? So this is an ex. You've already dated this person or whatever. So they're like waiting for the perfect time for y'all to come together. And so that could be, like I said, either the perfect time for them to approach you, or they're waiting for the time to come for their manifestation to play out and you contact them. So I don't know, like this reading could be what triggers you to reach out to them, or high-key it could trigger you to like not reach out, because I do think it is a bit obsessive to manifest people. Now this person might not necessarily be manifesting you reaching out. They could honestly just be manifesting that the situation works itself out. I don't know. I don't want to put you off and be like, this person's manifesting you. But this person, there is a lot of like hope and wish and prayer that's being put into this connection by this person, whether they're planning on coming towards you or not. They've been putting a lot of that desire to start over into the ether. And so that's kind of where the manifestation thing is coming through. It's like they could be intentionally trying to manifest, or they are subconsciously trying to manifest a new beginning with you. Then, like I said, with the more flies with honey, this person feels like you guys can't just come together off the strength of coming together alone. There has to be some type of offering here. There has to be something alluring here. So they could be working on trying to make themselves more alluring to you, whether with money or a new job or a new home, or like there's something that they want that they feel like will impress you. And so they're trying to make sure that comes through. Or it could be the opposite. Maybe there was something a bit unsavory in the relationship beforehand. And so now they're like, okay, I need to clear this out, right? I need to work through whatever this is over here before coming to you, because if not, it won't be so sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be like this bitter union, which is no union at all, to be honest. So they're really like being kind of a perfectionist, I feel like. Like this person has in their head how they want it to play out. And so they're being a bit of a perfectionist in regards to how this comes to fruition, right? So they don't want, it's like they don't want you to come through, or they don't want to start over too soon, right? Prematurely, because there's something here that they need to play out first. Let's see. They need something to play out first. Now, we do have another life here at the bottom of the deck. And then the only way out is up underneath that. So I feel like this person, either they are wrapping up another life, right? Like maybe they were in another relationship, or maybe they are going through some type of divorce or separation. They feel like they need to clear that out first. Or this could be about them like trying to figure out how to integrate you into their life, right? How can I make space for this new connection so that it can actually thrive, so that it can actually work out? I also feel like this is about them wanting whatever you had in the past. It's like wanting to move on from that. So like wanting to, like, as if you guys went, like, stepped through a portal into a whole new universe. Like, they feel like the only way it's going to work for y'all to get back together is if this is completely different than what it was before. All right? But I do feel like there is a push and pull energy here, because somebody wants somebody to come forward and somebody else wants somebody else to come forward. Okay? And I feel like it's going to be, the person to come forward is going to be the person who's most ready at the time. Right? So whether this person's trying to get you to come or they're going to come to you, it's going to be the person most ready who is going to reach out first and speak up about what they need to talk about. Because I do feel like, you know what I think? This is what I really, really think. I think this person is going to wait for you to come forward. And they're not going to, for most of y'all. For some of y'all, you're the person who's going to wait for this person to come forward. You'll know if it's you. But I feel like for most of you, you could be a more masculine energy, or you're maybe the more dominant one in the relationship, or you're just in that dominant role, or that masculine role, whatever. What I see is this person, they want you to come forward. This person is not going to come towards you if you're the one who's the more masculine in the relationship, right? Like, whatever that means for you, it's going to mean something different for everybody. Like, for example, if you're the literal man in the relationship, or if you're the one that plans everything, or if you're the more assertive one, or if you're the more busy one, or whichever it is, if you're in that more, whatever role, you are the one that is being called forth to communicate first. Because, and the reason I say that is because I'm looking at all these cards, and this person is kind of just standing here, right? Seven of Pentacles, they're just standing looking at the Pentacles. Two of Wands, they're just standing looking at, looking at whatever in the distance. Same with the Three of Wands, just standing there looking. And so this person, even if they're manifesting you, they are not going to come forward. Now, for some of y'all, maybe they're not manifesting you directly, but I do see in the cards that if they want you to come forward, they are just focusing on themselves and their passion. This person is watching their passions develop, right? This person is working on glowing up. This person is focusing on getting their money right, looking good. Some of them are working out right now. But I feel like this person, like, it's like they're kind of like, if they are subconsciously manifesting this to work itself out, it's like they're doing this by literally not even stressing about it. It's like they're saying, you know what? I'm going to focus on everything else that I got going on. I'm going to focus on my business. You know what I'm saying? This person is handling their business right now because they feel like you need to come forward and like give some type of offering, right? Like they feel like if you want to start over, then you need to give something, right? More flies with honey, right? Like come through when you're ready, right? When it's the right time, because this person, they don't want to waste their time. This person doesn't want to, have to end things again. So to them, it's like, look, come through when you're ready with the perfect timing. Come through when you're ready. But when you come through, you need to bring a gift, right? More flies with honey. This is your advice. That's what made me kind of switch up, because the advice here, we have discovery. And I saw this person is like approaching this house, right? And then at the bottom here, the gift, right? So this person is saying, if you want to start over, you need to come to me. You need to come to my house. You need to pull up on me, right? You need to give me a call. But with the discovery here, this is about, it's like they need you to figure out what you need to figure out first, right? Whatever it is you need to figure out, they need you to figure that out first, right? Which goes hand in hand with the idea of like, take your time, right? This person, they're in no rush. With the Seven of Pentacles, they're in no rush. They have other things to worry about. They have other things going on that they need to work through. They are not in a rush. They feel like the only way this is going to work out if you guys come together again is if you both do what you need to do to be ready to come back together, right? Perfect timing. It needs to be, it doesn't have to be damn near perfect, but like they want, like, come through when you're ready. If you're not ready, if you're still confused or you still don't know or you're still not going to do it right, then don't come through. But once you discover, or once you're ready to discover where this can go, once you're ready to, you know, put one foot forward and go on this adventure with me, right? Because this is right underneath the Three of Wands, like an adventure. Once you're ready to go on this adventure, come through and bring a gift. Don't come empty-handed, right? Keep it sweet with this more flies with honey, right? You need to make sure you keep it sweet when you come through to me, because otherwise it's not going to work out. You know, this person, ooh, and also what I'm getting with another life at the bottom of the deck, this person, they're focused on their life, right? So for some of you, this is a little all over the place now. I lied. I said this was going to be the most straightforward group, and it's not. So for some of y'all, this person, they're manifesting you through passivity, which is one of the best ways to manifest. You know, or it's pretty much the only right way to manifest is to just kind of throw it in the ether and then focus on yourself. And so that's kind of what this person did. It's like they want to start over. Okay? That's what I'm picking up on. They want this to start over. They desire it. But at the same time, they're not going to force it. So what instead they're going to do, like I said, they threw it in the ether, and now they're just going to focus on their own ish. And look, if they start the journey without you, I'm looking at this like, I feel like you guys are going to come together at the right time for sure. Because it's like you here in the discovery card coming to them, and them up here at the Three of Wands, you know, ready to go on this adventure. It's like, it's lining up. So it's like, this person, they're looking at it like, look, you do what you need to do, I'm going to do what I need to do. And whenever you're ready with the perfect timing, I'll be ready too. Just keep it sweet. That's what I'm feeling here. Just keep it sweet, and we can start over. We can do this together. But don't come forward if you're not ready, if you don't have anything to offer, if you don't know what you want, right? And the thing is, you don't even have to know everything you want. You just have to know that you want to see where it's going to go with this discovery card. I mean, discovery is literally right underneath the Three of Wands. I'm freaking out a little bit. It's right underneath the Three of Wands. Expansion, expanding, expand your perspective, expand your experiences, expand what it is that you put out there and open up to experience, right? This person says, when you are ready to discover what is on the other side, hit me up. When you are ready to discover what this can be, hit me up. But until then, I'm good. Like, that's kind of what they're saying. They're literally like, I have other things I can be working on now. I have other things I can do. And I really hope this doesn't come off too harsh, but I feel like this person, they're looking at it like you're the one that need to come forward. To me, it's looking like they're busy. Even here, he got this Seven of Pentacles, but he got this big old wand in his hand. He's doing the work. This person's like, look, I'm doing the work. I'm tending to my garden right now. I got blessings coming through. Okay? I got blessings coming through. I'm focused on my happiness, my peace of mind with the sun here. Empress, this person, like I said, this person, they might not even be consciously manifesting you. It could just be in their mind that they would like to have a new start. They would like to start over. But they're not going to push you. They're not going to beg you. They're not going to plead. They're not going to call. They're just going to focus on what they have going on. And whenever you're ready to be brave and see where this can go, hit them up with a gift. Like, I'm not even joking. This person's like literally like, gift me more flies with honey. Like, don't show up. And look, this is like coming to somebody's house. Like, I have a rule personally that you never go to anybody's house without an offering. You never go to anybody's house without an offering, whether that is a little snacky snack or a drink, a bottle of wine, or, you know, a charcuterie board, like whatever. Okay? This person, and look, we got sadness here underneath it. And it's at the bottom, apathy as well. Like this, and they're in reverse. This person's not sad. This person's not apathetic. They are just focusing on them, right? Like, they're not saying goodbye, and they're not letting shit burn up because they don't care. They just know with the oracle here, they know that it's either going to work or it's not. And the only way it's going to work is if you both want it to work, okay? And they're not going to, like, they're just not going to push. They're just not going to push. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing. And if you guys align, right, that's what I'm feeling like more than anything. They're looking at, like, look, if we align, we align. If we can't, that's fine. I have my own life with this another life here. Like, they're not even caught up. I promise you. And I mean, that might be discouraging to some of you. But I feel like if you really want this person, or if you feel like this is a connection that can work, then this is a call to action. This is a call to, like, do something, right? Like, you can't just wait for people to beg you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like I'm getting grown woman energy or grown man energy, right? Even if they not, like, way old or anything. Like, this is somebody on their shit. Like, this is somebody handling their business. They're not playing games, and they're not interested in fuckery and foolishness and reindeer drama. Like, they want, it's like, we can come together, we can work it out, we can see where it goes, or I can go about my day. So, that's all I have here. I hope you understood your advice. Your advice is that you need to be the one to come forward when you're ready. If you want to see where it goes, your advice is to reach out to them. Okay? So anyway, and don't forget the gift. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, Group 3. If you enjoyed this reading or it resonated, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then subscribe and ring that notification bell. Bye!